Good morning, beautiful heart. How are you today? I am Dr. Denae, the Awakening Doctor. I thank you for clicking on this video. I am here to do a spread on the current collective energy. So let's jump in and see what is on tap. All right, Spirit, all of you and none of me. Master, number 15. Seek, number 9. And just breathe, number 4. Yes. I love on this master card, do you see how he is, it looks like his heart is in a cage and it's highlighted and he's holding it. This is what's been going on in the collective. And guys, before I go on, I just want to thank you. Yesterday's messages were, they were definitely needed. And I just want to thank all of you. You guys received it so well. So many of you reached out to me after. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys, and just know, you know what? There are times on this path we need to hear those type of messages. And I am just so grateful that you guys received it with an open heart. Not only did you receive it, but so many of those comments, well, actually all of the comments, the private comments were how much you needed that. And that's what these messages are designed for. So, all right, with that said, this energy that's on the board right now feels like it's that next step. You know, many of you were already on this process. You guys know the energy has been intense. Ego rose up. Guys, it's what it does. That's why I say have no judgment toward yourself or anything about that. Don't beat yourself up. No guilt, no shame. Ego drive is ego drive. And it's a programming, and it only knows what it's programmed. It does not get any new updates or downloads. You don't, I don't want to say you don't. Altered ego is never going to surprise you with something it hasn't done before. It can't. It literally is an energetic program that was programmed out of your childhood and matrix senses and beliefs and things like that. So you've been sitting with it, especially after yesterday, which is great, guys, because that's the process. For those of you that heard that message and just took a deep breath and owned it, and then went in and did the work, here's where you're at now. You know, I've been saying it was about opening your heart. Your heart is wanting to open to the 5D, the unconditional love. The unconditional 5D love that you haven't consciously experienced on a day-to-day basis, because you've experienced matrix love, which is conditional and it's painful. And it causes us to put a cage around our heart and to shut it off. Those deep tears, the snot cry, you know, the crying that is very gut-wrenching, all of that, getting that out literally unlocks your heart. This seek is all about going within, seeking higher knowledge. Sorry guys, I'm trying to not have that glare. The answers are within you, and congratulations to those of you that owned up that ego was really just dragging you around. Actually, I think I gave the image of altered ego, monkey mind being like S&M dominatrix. Why that was the only thing that came to mind, I don't know. But it's kind of appropriate. And it's like, had you tied up in these shackles, and every time you go to grow, seek spiritual knowledge, focus on yourself, there's altered ego, got you, handcuffed and chained, and it's gonna wants to whip you back into submission or shape. Those beatings get less and less to where they eventually don't happen. But that's this process of seeking, going within, following your heart, opening that, and a lot of deep breathing. Just something comes at you, you feel you're about to snap and go all Karen. Take a deep breath. Just breathe through it. That breath is so sacred. That sacred breath, that moment of just breathing, it's literally like you're stopping and taking this monumental, cleansing deep breath to help center yourself, but you're breathing in the Holy Spirit. All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what's going on. Love, praise, and gratitude. Whoa, whoa, moving everything around. Love, praise, and gratitude, glory, praise. I pour my love, praise, and gratitude, glory, grace. Okay, that was just way too many. When they fall out in a big clump like that, I just put them back, keep shuffling. If they were meant to come out, they will come out again. I'm not trying to have this reading, be a half hour, hour long. All right. Can you guys believe we're already in the middle of January? Sheesh. Doesn't feel like it. It feels like Christmas was like eons ago. But I do like the feeling of being so distant from altered ego. That feels good. Not saying that it doesn't try to come up. It does. All right, what all do we have here? All right. The Sun in reverse, the High Priestess, Six of Cups, Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and Page of Cups. All right, so let's take a journey. I don't remember what that was. All right. So the Sun in reverse, this is saying that there's still some fear, some doubt, uncertainty. I'm getting uncertainty more than I'm getting unhappiness. Of course, you may not be feeling too happy right now, depending on where you're at in this process, but that's okay. This is really talking about, for me in this reading, uncertainty. into this high priestess energy. This is somebody who is very intuitive, intelligent, tapped into the divine, mysterious, lots of secrets. She's able to balance the light and the dark that's within her and use it for her good. Six of Cups. Okay. This is about love. So for those of you in some sort of situationship, let's just call it that. I'm going to put everything into a situationship bucket. For those of you in some sort of situationship, in love, soulmate, twin flame, romantic or platonic, but it is some sort of soulmate connection and partnership. You guys trigger each other. You know that you're here to learn from each other and help each other grow. Now, when I say that, it doesn't always mean that when we're in these types of situationships or connections that we're going to physically be with this person. That's not always the goal for all of these. I'm speaking in general, guys, so don't freak out right now about what I'm saying about not coming into union or whatever. I'm speaking about the energy of this connection or situationship right now. For those of you who are either in separation, aren't talking, maybe you guys have blocked each other or have just kind of pulled away to give this energy kind of a rest, breathe into it, that type of thing. Because there was some unequalness. Somebody was giving more than the other. Guys, there's not always going to be equal reciprocity. And equal reciprocity doesn't always mean, eye for eye. In other words, well, he didn't text me good morning, I'm not going to text him. That type of stuff. That's that matrix conditional love, trying to control. It's another form of control and manipulation. But there are other forms of energy exchanges. If this situationship, you're not getting what your ego desires or expects, so pay attention to what I'm about to say. The expectations that we can put in our mind of, well, if they show up and say this, or if they do this, or if they don't do this, this means this. That's all mental masturbation. It's all illusion. We're all on our own paths trying to figure out who we are, how we are in relationships, friendships, and with people. I mean, that's the theme right now. So what I want to say in regards to this Six of Cups, let down any expectations you have of how this is supposed to work out, because you have no idea what is going on in the background. For many of you, you're confused as to what this connection is. But in this card, there's an older lady handing this younger boy a chalice. But he's in a cape. I mean, she's in a cape. It looks like, they're somewhere where maybe they're learning something new or practicing something new. What I get off of this is each person has something they bring to the table. It doesn't matter the age. His gifts, ideas, contribution is just as valuable as hers. But maybe it's not always seen because it's not showing up in the way monkey mind is saying it has to. Guys, we can miss a lot of things because of assumption, expectation, and all of that. Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Swords is looking down at the Page of Wands. You could be watching this person who's coming across as immature, passionate, not bothered. They're bothered. I don't care what you're seeing on the outside. Underneath, they are going through this, something similar. They're questioning their path, their wants, their needs, this connection, who they are, all of that. You both are manifesting your desires. But if you're not in this energy, see, he's sitting back. His mind is on the cups, the seeds he's planted. He's sitting there knowing, he's not worried, he's not frantic. He's not in his head in the, when's it going to happen? When's this? No, he's like, yeah, when this comes in, I'm so excited. I know that this is coming in. In the meantime, until this comes in, I'm going to enjoy myself. His eyes are closed. He's relaxed. While all that he wants is floating right above him. This is saying, turn that focus into what you want. In every moment, we all have the choice. We could either choose to focus on the negative and the problems, or we can choose to focus on a solution of what we want, feeling into. What's it going to feel like when the energy is shifted, when I am a vibrational match to all that I want? There's you need to get to that place of being in a vibrational match for your harvest, what you want to come in. And there's that detachment period when you've set the intentions and now you've got to work on detaching. Detaching means you let it go. You know it's going to come to you. It has to. Your job now is to detach and focus on something else that keeps you in balance, that helps you to keep feeling in that feeling of knowing and being in whatever it is that you're desiring to come in. And not getting rocked. Because here we've got the Knight of Wands wanting to charge in while you're over here detached. You could have even pulled your energy back to detached from this connection and really just focusing on what you need to do to be a match for these cups. But as you do that, here comes Hottie McNaughty coming right in. Same old song and dance. But this, it may look a little different. Guys, pay attention. Right now, while you're learning to master your emotions, your mind, and your heart, and seeking spiritual truths and higher knowledge, this is when this character comes in. This character isn't here to stay in this energy. I'm not saying the person you're dealing with isn't here to stay. I'm saying in this current energy. A knight is action. He's passionate. He's on a mission. He wants to fulfill his mission. But that mission isn't to conquer, lay down roots and stay. So that's why you need to keep focused on you until this Page of Wands. So here he's gone from the page. You've pulled your energy back, like, oop, gotta focus on me. Now, freaking out, hops on his, horse of passion and wants to come charging in. But here's the thing. It's a knight. They're not here to stay. It's a page. Emotionally immature. And this knight is coming in as a page of cups. A little bit fanatical, a little bit in fantasy, talking to the fish. There's nothing wrong with that. You're the one who needs to be talking to the fish, and you are over here. But this person, right now there's no substance with this. This Knight of Wands, this energy, as you start to heal yourself, gain more solid footing, this energy is going to come in, but it's coming in with a little offer, a page. Hey, High Priestess, I see you in all your glory. I love how spiritual and tapped in you are. I want me some of that because I know you're going to achieve your goals. You're going to get everything you want. But I'm right now still about that hit it and quit it because I get around you. And this High Priestess energy is very magical, very intoxicating, very mysterious, and it scares me. But I don't want to lose you. So here, let me offer you a little cup of love. But right now, it's still a bit of a fantasy. All right, Spirit. All right. The Hermit and Five of Wands, yeah. Don't come out of your hermit mode when Hottie McNaughty comes charging in. Because right now, it's going to bring more chaos and conflict. And he's, this Five of Wands, that's more wands. He wants to come in, or she. They're still about their ego. So the best way I could say this is those wounds that you're in the process of healing, that's had you all wackadoodle, they haven't healed completely from that. They're doing their own thing with it, but they're still kind of in those 5 human habits, looking to blame, shame, judge, and criticize. Keep your energy to yourself, your eye on the light, your heart, seeing your truths, your healing, and this will take care of itself. It really will. All right, Spirit, let's see. For those of you this is really resonating with, and it feels like a personal reading, you are at such a divine place in life and really opening up to the beauty and the magic and the one love that not only you are, but that is the one love that is in everything, that created everything in this world. You already know your past. You know how that played out. keep focused on what you don't know and what you can't see, because there's magic there. Courage, yeah. Keep gaining your courage to go into uncharted, unseen territory, the vast universe, yeah. How I was saying, you're one, we're one with everything. This card had fallen out. You are tapped in. All right. Just going to close it out with some moon cards, since we are still feeling this energy of the full moon. Resistance and discernment. Yep. Discern the resistance, because resistance is usually where you need to move to, because altered ego is resisting for a reason. Your soul doesn't resist. If there is something that's not in alignment with your soul, it's going to turn you off. It's not going to throw up resistance for you to decipher, oh, is this God warning me not to do this? No. It's resistance. It's altered ego saying, hey, if you lean into there, you research that, you're going to find truth. And that truth that you need to discern is all about mastery, unconditional love, the power of who you are. That resistance wants to keep you in your head. Resistance never wants you to drop into your heart. Your heart holds the answers. Resistance wants to keep you here. So discern with your heart, not with your mind. Remember, if it gives you any energy or feelings of those 5 human habits, it's from altered ego. Because your soul and the divine is perfection and love. It can never come to you outside of that energy. Emotions are running high. Absolutely, this full moon in Cancer is all about emotions. Venus in retrograde, Uranus. Now we've got the North Node in Taurus, the South Node in Scorpio. A fiery climax approaches. I like that card because for me, this card talks about this fiery climax. You know, there's a fire burning within you. It's your soul. It's truth that wants to come out. The more we try to press that down, the more it's going to come out, and eventually we are going to erupt. Show the world the real you. This fiery climax approaches for many of you. You are on that precipice of opening that closet door and stepping out on stage. Hello, world. Here I am in all my glory. Stepping out in your authenticity, whatever that means to you, because there is nobody, there's no higher power, there's no God, being, or entity judging you. That's the matrix, that's altered ego. All right, beautiful. You know what? Let me get which ones. Let me end this with a card or two from my own YCAL Oracle deck. Let's see. All right, Spirit. What do my beloveds need to know? What are their cells trying to tell them? Love, praise, and gratitude, glory, and grace. Outside of your comfort zone is where the magic happens. I said that earlier. Doubt is poison to your manifestations. Might as well, doubt. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Doubt is worse than Monsanto. Absolutely. I say yes to life, and life says yes to me. This should be your new mantra. It will change your world if you wake up every morning before you even get out of bed and you declare that. Your inner child deserves your attention. This Sun card, this is also about the inner child, with it being in reverse. Listen, talk with her. All right, beautiful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And yep, I went to a half hour. I apologize. So, as always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye-bye.